My name is Gary Brado, and I'm a documentary filmmaker and an entrepreneur. The economy is in less than perfect shape, and when the jobs go away, there's nothing left to do but get up and get creative. And there are people all over America doing just that. It's estimated that up to 85% of new businesses fail. So I'm going coast to coast to hear the personal stories of the people who beat the odds and started a successful business from the ground up. This is Startup.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. In Walsh College's business launch entrepreneurial community, consultants provide advice to aspiring business starters. More information available online.
The Chevrolet Volt, an everyday electric car with gas for longer trips. The nature of things to come. Chevrolet, find new roads.
American Express is proud to support startup and the millions of small businesses that put in the hard work to be open for business in neighborhoods across the country.
I'm on Market Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're going to talk to Heather, who created Retro 101. Now, Heather has a background in sales and marketing, and this self-proclaimed hustler is turning heads all over Indianapolis with this unique boutique on wheels. Let's go hear her story.
Most mobile boutiques are launched as faster and cheaper alternatives to traditional brick-and-mortar retail. And as budding entrepreneurs look for new ways to stand out in the crowd, the mobile retail market appears to be growing. The trucks are becoming a springboard for online boutiques and retail storefronts. Heather was tired of the corporate lifestyle and wanted to better utilize her upbeat and social approach to business. Her dedication and consistent visibility has Retro 101 becoming a household name around Indianapolis.
Tell me about your background, your professional career at college.
I was a business major, marketing and management, and after graduation, I worked for a distributor here in Indianapolis and did over-the-counter buying for different products. And then it transitioned to a sales job, and I was a national sales rep, and I traveled all over the country selling different private label goods. And what I was doing is I was traveling way too much, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I wanted to have it all. I mean, I wanted the car, I wanted the, the vacation, I want the kid, I want the house.
Super mom.
Right,
super
right,
person, rather.
Right, and then I realized that I can have it, but I don't have to have it all at once. I decided to really start my own business back then. So I've been kind of an entrepreneur for about 10 years, and I started doing marketing and consulting that led into paper products. So I ended up doing stationery. I know, there was a time when people actually wrote handwritten notes and you got an invitation in the mail and not over email. So I I know.
Archaic.
Exactly, I know.
You can picture a T-Rex with a pen in its little arm.
No, I know, I know. But so that kind of led into doing more invitations and stationery, and really worked on a business, which ended up leading into an actual boutique. I transitioned everything out of my home and then into an actual brick and mortar store. And then it was about 5 years ago, and I found myself pregnant again. By the same man. No, I know, right? So we decided to expand the family, and at that point it was kind of a line in the sand. Then I started going back into what I called the corporate world for 5 years, and I felt, and clearly now I feel like I was completely hiding under a rock for 5 years.
What did you do when you went back to corporate?
I was in marketing again, and I worked for a small business, and again, 9 to 5, and it was something that I was trying to kind of analyze again, am I going to work here, and then how am I going to, get a better job or get a promotion and different things.
Sure.
And I then stumbled upon an opportunity here at City Market, and I did a pop-up shop for 2 weeks. So I started thinking, how can I do this pop-up? Where can I go? But then I didn't want to be tied down because I already had done that. I did a brick and mortar. If I was going to kind of re-emerge, I wanted to do something a little bit different that was relevant and interesting.
What do you think about the merchandise that's sold in there? Do you like to shop at it?
It's good springtime stuff. She's got great colors in there right now, and it's all super trendy and comes right to you. I'm starting up my own vintage boutique as a mobile vendor, and she kind of inspired me to do that. We had met for coffee, and then 2 weeks later, I had a truck, so.
That's incredible. So after meeting with her, going in here, you're getting on the bus, so to speak.
Getting on the bus, yes.
The estimated startup cost for a New York City boutique on wheels, $10,400, which includes the purchase of the truck, commercial registration, vinyl wraps, and interior furniture and fixtures.
Her name is Ellie, by the way.
Ellie.
Ellie the bus. Ellie
What's
the bus.
the story of Ellie the bus?
Ellie the bus it's named after my grandma, and she's 85 years old, and she's still kicking it. And she has done everything. She's cleaned this bus for me. she does seamstress, she does my curtains, so it's really kind of a neat extension of her charm. I mean, I was finding things that were, you know, $10,000, and I'm like, and no one gets it, right? So I'm like, I don't want to just throw that money in, and I seriously found it for $1,200 for this.
What did you need in repairs?
Yeah, a few $1,000s in repairs, to say the least.
So you're talking about $5,000 total at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
at the end
registration, insurance.
Exactly,
everything.
exactly.
Okay.
Like,
still,
not too bad.
It costs, I believe on average, roughly $40,000 to open up a small retail space right off the bat. So
right.
You're still ahead of the game with $5,000. Where do you roll old school? Like, what are your target areas? Is it concerts, the park, the beach? Where do you go?
Yeah, anywhere and everywhere. I literally roll up on the side of the street with the food trucks during the lunchtime, and they get a big kick out of it, right? And they like, because it's kind of a neat kind of a customer service and experience, actually, because when you put your order in, they kind of shop me a little bit, and then by the time they're done, hey,
you're like
meal is there.
A shopping mall on wheels,
For
a
real.
traveling shopping mall.
I am.
How have you seen social media directly impact sales? Can you post a picture of something, say 25% off, I'm gonna be on the corner of this and this, come see me?
Yes. But yeah, I post up a new dress that I just got in, and they're like, I'm coming, and people come and they buy it.
In addition to starting a sole proprietorship or a corporation and having a tax ID number, individuals looking to start up a boutique on wheels also need a seller's permit or a wholesale ID.
While I'm rolling out, I've inspired others that are buying trucks and buying a bus, and they're going to be rolling out too, because they say, you know what, this does make sense to me. And I'm excited because then I can roll out with some other people, and then we can create our own mobile retail mall, if you will.
And that's what I was saying with it's like a shopping mall. You have you and the food truck. So I'm going to go to the food court, then I'm going to shop for a little bit. We all know that starting a small business is extremely difficult. The risk versus reward, the chances of failure versus success are very, very high. You've been able to last almost a year doing it, and you said that it's working. So congratulations, number one, for beating the odds.
Go out and meet other people. Communicate and really partner up with those people that are kind of in the same stage as you, because then you can kind of go through and talk and learn from each other. There's so much knowledge, and it doesn't have to be someone in your same industry. It's probably even better to get out of your industry and really partner up with them, because they're gonna give you so much more ideas and different avenues, and they're gonna open up other doors for you too.
Heather has never been one to sit idle. And once she put her idea in drive, she completely changed the direction of her life. Last time she looked at her GPS, it said destination, success. For more information, log on to our website and click the link for Retro 101. What do you call organic food? What did they call organic food in 1950?
No idea.
Food.
Exactly. Exactly.
American Express is proud to support startup and the millions of small businesses that put in the hard work to be open for business in neighborhoods across the country.
The Chevrolet Volt, an everyday electric car with gas for longer trips. The nature of things to come. Chevrolet, find new roads.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. In Walsh College's business launch entrepreneurial community, consultants provide advice to aspiring business starters. More information available online.